Welcome to Balala Agribusiness Youth Group in Madiokolo District in the West Nile sub-region of Uganda. The group is one of the 27 such centers in the districts of Adjumani, Moyo, Obongi, Terego, and Lamuo in the Acholi sub-region respectively. It is here that Ayuda and Acción is piloting the partnership-led approach to transform the lives of particularly the women, youth and persons with disabilities to self-reliance through building sustainable agriculture value chains using the gender lens. Agriculture is the major source of livelihood to the people of this region, like it is to the rest of Uganda, with women and the youth the major contributors in the sector.
We invest in agriculture because at the end of the day, it is the one that employs at least 90% of the total population that are of working age in this country. And you will realize that 55% of this population are actually women. These are the managers of our homes. They are the builders of our society, and they are the majority contributors in ensuring that food comes to our tables or reaches the market. They are the ones who ensures that at least the livelihood in the households at the end of the day makes sense to the community, which is why to us women are the agent of change, and we do this through the girls methodology. Girls methodology is gender action learning system where we bring women on the table to know which market is available, where and for what product, so that they are able to negotiate for the cost of their produce and at the end of the day make choices on how to spend it.
Ayuda and Acción implements the innovative approach through partnership with 3 local NGOs, Global Aim, Cephod and Palm Corps, along with the 6 local governments in the respective districts to make the most out of the abundant natural resource in the area. They include a good climate, fertile soils, rivers and the labor force with a positive attitude to maximize the benefits from the vegetable value chain.
We train youth on climate-smart agricultural practices by establishing demonstration gardens to test different technology options on nursery bed management, soil and water conservation practices, including the integrated pest and disease management practices.
So far, a total of 374 households in the region have benefited from this intervention.
First, they started by bringing the youth into the production, offering extension. Then they went into marketing and then bringing other players on board.
Thereafter, they were trained to understand the concept of the value chain market linkages with using the GALS approach, otherwise called the multi-lane approach.
So this is our multi-lane highway farmer to women group. We started our project when we are on grassroots, when we have only our garden and a hut. When as a group we said, no, we can't develop like this. From here, we look forward into development. Then we constructed a house, that is this one here where we are today. We still maintained our garden. Then we sold our business plan to Sheffield, and they came in with the help of Ayuda. They funded us.
This particular group has 17 members, each managing an own strip of tomatoes. The rule of the game is that they all plant, weed, spray, irrigate and harvest together. They also get the inputs, such as seeds and herbicides, from a central pool or supplier. Even the extension services are also offered collectively by the district production department.
We've realized great production, and we managed to establish market committees in different locations of our projects in West Nile region. We train these committees in the collective marketing, including preparation of seasonal market plans, tracking production levels, collecting market information on price and quality standards, and disseminating them to our farmers.
This is the second harvesting season, and the farmers, each harvesting from an own strip, packs her produce in specially designed crates ready for the market. At the current pricing, A plier or carton goes for 300,000 Uganda shillings, and one person can have up to 10 cartons.
It's about 1.5. I spend 500 for paying school fees, 100 for medication. The balance of the money I use to save with the Mungo's Idea group.
Elsewhere in the region, the beneficiaries are working on cabbages, sesame, cassava, soya beans, piggery and poultry, right from the initial preparatory stages up to the market. All the selected enterprises are on the Government of Uganda NAD's program's priority list of agricultural produce to be promoted for commercial purposes. It is a grueling but sweet journey to contend with.
I started to come to buy here. I was buying outside. I didn't achieve something like plot, something like even to build my own personal home. I was being on rent, but since last year I started from here. I think I've already at least to get some plot of mine. So my children are also feeding well. I'm also able to pay their school fees with this money of tomato. That's my achievement from Palm Corp and Ayuda.
The support SEFOD is doing mostly to the women has been the biggest opportunity and improvement that we have seen. We have realized in the district, women have done so far the best.
For refugees, some host community members offer them land free of charge. After all, they too will equally and mutually benefit from the training.
Actually, in this area, land is difficult to get really. So specifically, refugees, I don't give them on a rent basis. I just give them just free because they are refugees whereby they cannot get access of getting land here.
Thus far, over 55 beneficiaries from Palabek refugee settlement in Lamor district have so far profited from this initiative with practical agronomic training at Homa Farm in Gulu district. But all is not a bed of roses.
Most of the challenges that we faced commonly here is one irrigation system challenge. Since we only have one solar and the number of members are 17, it is not sufficient to water all the crops that we have planted.
What we do, we normally link our farmers to companies like Tolima that deals in solar power irrigation system. And this is meant to create access for our farmers to boost during off-season period.
The overall goal is to build resilient agricultural value chains. Now that the groups have been formed and farmers trained, what is next in the queue to actualize this great idea?
Ayuda and Acción run a three-phase strategy: short-term, medium-term, and long-term. For our medium-term, we have a 3-year strategy that will run from 2022 to 2025. And this strategy is hinged on 3 pillars, one of which is livelihood intervention, and the second pillar is on education, and the third pillar is solidarity bond, which is intertwined with community-based child protection system.
We should strengthen our partnership with the private sector to transform these groups that we are working with into cooperatives and get them connected so that they can move on their own.
This is a partnership which really is here to stay because of its impact.